Okay. So welcome all once again. And yeah, today's session we are going to have. This is actually our third year of annual event, and we have started 3 years back. Just to give a little bit introduction. Namaste, my name is Jayanti Bhavana, and I've got Sharad Patil here. And we met in actually a charity event, and then we started teaching yoga. Actually, we were volunteers, and then we were talking sometimes about our health and how yoga helped. And in one of our casual talk, we actually talked about how I had a vitamin B12 deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, and how with the pranayama practice, I was able to get back to normal state. And then he was telling that he was also practicing from last nearly 30 years. And I was telling, why not we'll take it to other people also, we'll share with others, because many of them are having deficiencies and health issues. And he also had thyroid problems, and I had other things which got better with the practices, with healthy eating habits and stuff. And then we have thought that we'll start with this, and we started this breath healing practice 3 years back. And that was time we had COVID also coming up, and everybody were scared and lots of fear. So we thought it's the best time to start and initiate it and mobilize nearly 500 people to join yoga practices and then breath healing practices. And then successfully since then, we have seen a lot of transformations for a lot of our participants, and we have been continuing for 3 years. And now every year we plan to have meet with some special guests, some special who have achieved, special people who have achieved in their life, who have done through this holistic approach, and who are support for this holistic health movement as well. And yeah, I would like to hand over to Saratji, who will be giving a little bit more detail about how we started as a tree plantation project initially, and then we are like heading again ahead with our Gurukul projects and organic farming and other projects coming ahead. And Saratji will be giving a quick update on what we have been done so far and what we are going to go ahead with. Yeah, Saratji.
Yeah, thank you, Jayanti, for a quick introduction. Here, I will quickly give a brief update about the project and initiative that we have taken. Here today, I am not important speaker. We have two very important speakers here, Narendra ji and Dr. Vijay Kumari ji. So I just wanted to give a brief details about the so far what we have done, and then we will go ahead with our guest speakers. So I'll quickly share the screen. Okay. Okay. So this is the second. We have completed 3 years so far. So many of you are already our breath healing participants, and if you are not, here are some of the quick testimonials that we gathered from their feedback. This is a bit old, but it is still relevant. And there are about 350 participants did the program, and there was we said it is a free course, but there was a commitment fee of £50. If participants honor all the commitment, then we used to refund the commitment fee, and those who missed the honor the commitment, they donated towards the tree plantation project. And now we are doing the same with the Gurukul project. So we in the process we managed, these are all the different volunteers gave us their a hand to move forward with the initiative, breath healing initiative, and some of them also donated, went an extra mile and donated towards the tree plantation project. And we gathered about 18,000 pounds, and we did, as per plan, we did part of the project is completed. We have done fencing all around the 8 acres of land, and we have also done some of the plantations this year, and some of the plantation we are going to do next year during the month of June and July. So as many of you have already seen this, or if you have not seen, this is the land that is identified for the tree plantation project. And this land is basically donated by my father, Dr. B.B. Patil. It is overall it is about 44 acres of land where this project is planned, and these were the kind of estimations what we did in the initial stages, and we have achieved the target in 3 years. It took a long time, but we did achieve the target, and the project is going on at the moment. Initially, this is the approximate landscape layout we planned, but this is changing at the moment. However, the overall plan is still on. The actual layout is slightly going to change. And this is the 1 acre massive pond what we have created. It holds about 30 million liters of water, which can irrigate the entire 44 acres of land. And this is the actual farm. Now, going forward, we are planning coming up with 4-pillared approach of Purna Pranati project, wherein Gurukul, Goshala, organic farming, and Sevashram. These are the 4 pillars what we are looking to build on. And in the Gurukul project, basically, the intention is to give a free school, free education to the children with the Vedic education and contemporary education, both. And it is going to be a residential school. And by the time children are about 20 to 21-year-old, they are thorough with Vedic knowledge, and they have contemporary education, and they know how to lead self-sustainable life with contentment and happiness, more importantly. And uh, they can also choose the profession of their interest, and the idea is that they enter into every sector, every area of the service in the society. That is medicine, engineering, they can be chartered accountants, they can go into defense, civil services, bureaucracy, or even politics or any other thing. So intention is that all it is to make them capable um, to deal with the honesty and with the humility. That is the intention of Gurukul, and now Goshala is basically for one intention is to protect the cows, our desi cows, and also to use their potential in the right way by um, by using the produces of cows, by treating people with a panchagavya, and also it is definitely useful for organic farming, the one of the pillars that we have, and also there are many cow-based products that we can make. There is a huge research that is already done, and we can use the cow dung and cow urine and many other things to prepare those cow-based products. Not just milk and ghee and yogurt and butter. There are many other things that we can do. And organic farming is one of the important pillar to bring in sustainability in the Gurukul, because going initially we will need funds to pump into the Gurukul and Goshala, but going forward, the farming is going to give us the sustainability. We don't want to rely on the donations only. So idea is that we produce organic produces like grains, vegetables, legumes, and whatever we produce, we want to process them so that they are easily consumable by the end users. This also involves processing, packaging, marketing, sales, and also it creates a kind of model farm, which is also useful for local farmers to come and learn and bring in the more sustainability and value addition to whatever they are producing. And also this is going to be a very good learning platform for our Gurukul children, where they will also learn about business, and they will involve into each and every steps that is involved in the processing, packaging, marketing, sales. So they, on while they are in the education, they will also learn the business. Once the our Gurukul children come about let's say 20-21 year old, they will have ability to even manage any project out there in the world, not just about Vedic education or contemporary education. So basically idea is to mold them completely, like a holistic way. And fourth pillar is Sevashrama, where our aim is to bring in naturopathy and Ayurveda based treatment. It basically to give a chemical free treatment for various conditions, where Dr. Vijay Kumari and Narendra ji is going to explain more about it, because they are already on the ground working on it. Our also idea is to produce in-house Ayurvedic medicines, and part of the Sevashrama is going to be Vruddhashrama, like a old age home, and also to provide care for the differently challenged children or elderly people. So that is the idea of these four pillared approach. These are the kind of estimations what we have for the Gurukul project. So there are two types of estimations, like expenses what we have. One is a capital expense, and other one is operational expense. Capital expense is going to be for planning, permission, temple. These are the most important aspects that are needed in the Gurukul. Like one is temple, classrooms, and accommodation, prayer hall or assembly hall, and a kitchen. Because Gurukul is going to be a residential school, it is not going to be like a day scholar kind of a thing, because they got lot of things to learn, and they will be involving into day-to-day activities of the Gurukul, Goshala, farming, and Sevashrama. So they will be part and partial of it, and they will be managing Gurukul themselves. Teachers are going to be there monitoring, but they will be managing each and every activities of the Gurukul. So there are going to be about 10 classrooms over a period of time. It is not immediately we are not going to have all the 10 classrooms. We will start with one or two classrooms, and temple is needed to start with. We also have expenses for having accommodations for the children, and prayer hall, and kitchen. We are estimating approximately about 250,000 pounds. This is approximate figure. We are going to build it with the low cost, locally made materials. We are going to use as little cement as possible, as little bricks as possible. We are thinking of bamboo constructions and but fire safe buildings. So we are working out all those things. So it is going to cost approximately 250,000. And operational expenses are like teacher salary, admin staff, food and food for staff and children, and daily or monthly expense maintenance expenses are going to be approximately 2.5 to 3,000 pounds is what is our estimation as of now. And for Goshala, these are the kind of estimations we have. Like capital expenses are about 9,500. We are looking to have about 10 cows, each costing about approximately 600 pounds. Anywhere from 50,000 to 80,000 rupees is what it costs good decent cows in India. So that is where we are going to have them. And cow shed is already there partly of a renovation, and there are some expenses for that. And we also need a fodder cutting machine. And also operational expenses are approximately 500 pounds for the feed and salary, electricity, and other expenses. So that is quickly, briefly about me. Regarding expenses of farming, farming is already going on, but it is a traditional farming is what is happening at the moment. So we are looking to make it a bit more, modern, as well as more organic based farming. So we, as of now, we haven't have any estimations around that. And also as far as what Sevashrama is concerned, Sevashrama is having expenses, but we are still coming up with a plan. And Dr. Vijay Kumari, who is there with us today, is going to be one of the most important key members in Sevashram. She is taking an initiative around Sevashram. She is going to give us, come up with a plan. Thank you everyone for listening to this quick presentation. So I will hand it over to Jayanti.
Yeah. Thank you, Sharadji. And thank you everyone who has joined recently. So I just had a quick brief about the holistic health movement, the intention and what we are wanted to achieve, and how we can work together. So now we will get into the actual discussion with the doctors, with the practitioners, natural care practitioners. So I'll just give a brief introduction. Because of the time and stuff, first we will ask the doctors, we'll ask the natural care practitioners to speak first, and after that we'll have time for question answers. So after you listen to it, then you can ask any questions. You can also type in the chat. We'll give an opportunity to unmute and ask. Okay. So before that, we'll hear from Dr. Vijay Kumar ji. So welcome, Dr.